My mom asked me a question, Claudia, what to do to not be too boring during the conversation with others? Well, especially nowadays when we communicate online most of the time. So I came up with 4 tips what to do. Let's hope those 4 tips are actually useful. So let's check it. So come on, let's go. Oh, never mind. Wrong way. This way. Let's go.
Hi, Mom. Hi, everyone. Claudia here with how not to be boring when you are having conversations with others on Zoom or whatever online platform you are using. 2020, it's gone. Nice to know it, but 2021 doesn't look so perfect so far. So we still are at home. Some of us are working from home. Some of us just doing everything from home now. We are still utilizing social media and technology, different Zoom or other platforms for virtual meetings. And I thought, you know what? Quite often we are kind of boring when we talk, especially when we talk to the camera. So I started searching the internet to find maybe some tips to help myself and maybe help you as well, how not to be that terribly utterly boring. Let's check the tip number 1. It's tell the story. Imagine that you are telling a story. So you have the beginning, middle, and the end of the story, right? Create whatever topic you have into that kind of format of telling a story. And I think that children's books, children's stories are one of the best examples because it's simple, which is perfect, and will keep the audience interested and invested in the story that you are sharing. Now, that's the tip. Now let's talk about the reality. I have no idea how to create it. Okay, the beginning, the middle, and the end, I get it. So I have whatever topic I would like to talk about. I have to think about the beginning, then what I will explain in the middle, maybe with some examples to the topic that I'm talking about, and then the end of the whole story of my topic. So the summary of everything I just said. Okay, I can try with the story. So that was the tip number 1, tell a story. Tip number 2, use your voice. Some parts of the story depends on the emotions you want to share in your story, in your topic that you're sharing with others. Maybe you can use more powerful voice. Say it louder. I'm not saying shout to the microphone, but say it louder, so people can actually feel what you are talking about. And maybe some parts of the topic you are sharing with others, the story, needs a little bit more gentler tone of your voice, and then just use your voice accordingly to what is in that story you are trying to share with others. But that also means that that tool that you have, voice, you can utilize it to your advantage. So, okay, with the voice, I kind of get it. If I would like to share something that it's really powerful, strong, like I want to look more enthusiastic, I will also use my hands, obviously. I will use a louder voice, louder, stronger tone of my voice. And then on the other hand, if something requires more soothing tone, I would use maybe quiet tone of voice. Yeah, so use your voice. Tip number 3, don't give away everything at the beginning. And this is the tip that I have problems with, because on the one level, I totally understand. You have your story, and if you divide it where you put the pieces of information in specific places along the story, people will stay and listen till the end because they want to find out the results, the outcome. But then on the other hand, I don't want to waste your time, so I prefer to give you everything, the whole outcome at the beginning, all the information, and whatever you do with it, it's up to you. You can maybe ask me some questions along the line and decide to stay. That would be awesome. So decision, it's up to you. At the beginning, you have the results, the outcome, and if you want to get more information out of it, you will listen till the end. So with that, not giving away everything at the beginning, I understand, but personally, I'm not always following that tip. Tip number 4, don't forget, you talk to everybody. Before 2020, when we were getting together and having meetings in person, you were talking to a group of people, you were sharing your story with a group of people, whatever topic you had, and it was maybe a little bit easier to embrace all of that into your conversation. Now, when we are talking to the camera, quite often we don't even see other people on the other side of your Zoom or any other meeting, webinar, conference, online platform. So it's even harder. But if you can, don't forget about that you're talking to a group of people. Embrace that you're talking to everybody. Take that under consideration. Maybe start asking some questions during your topic, during your conversation. Start asking questions to make sure that they are on the same page that you are and you haven't lost them 5 minutes ago. I think that might be helpful because you are engaging into conversation a little bit more on the interaction level is a little bit better, or might be a little bit better, or might help you to get better. It's not easy to not to be boring. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I have no more tips. Just 4 tips how not to be boring. I'm going to try to get better at not to be boring when I'm sharing a topic, story, or whatever that might be. But you know what? What are your tips how not to be boring during the conversation? Go ahead, share away. And as always, stay safe, stay groovy. See you next time.